All right, deputies, can you all hear me? Deputies, can you hear me? Good morning. Is anyone over at the jail? Are you all ready? Miss Mary, can you hear
Good
me?
morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're
Okay.
ready.
Judge.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Deputy Thorpe, is that you this morning?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Judge?
I'm doing well, Judge. Excuse me, Deputy. How are you this morning?
I'm well, thank you.
All right, you all are ready? We'll go ahead and get started.
Quick question. We got the Spanish speakers. Did you want to get them out the way first, or?
Yeah, they'll go second. We have two young men, juveniles, which I don't see them on as of yet.
Okay, I got you.
Let me give you the two names here.
Hold on.
Judge, let me call the deputy and see how come they haven't logged on yet.
Okay. Deputy, I had a Latarian Brown and Anthony Clemens juveniles that should be on any moment now. And then as soon as they join us, we'll go ahead and get started.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What can I say?
I'm gonna turn this if it's juvenile.
Judge, it's Mary. He's gonna log on in 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Mayor.
You're welcome.
And Miss Mary, they said they were coming? They got the link?
Yeah, I'm calling one, I'm gonna call Ashu.
Okay. So I don't want to hold up everyone else.
Exactly, I know, I understand. Give me 2 minutes, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, go ahead and start. I think he's having some technical difficulties.
Okay. All right, deputies, if you all can hear me.
Yes, Sean, we hear you.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we may be interrupted with a couple of juveniles that we'll have to pivot and circle back to. Okay?
Yes, we're clear, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, good morning this morning. My name is Judge Marcus Thorpe. It is about 11:08 here in that morning. I'm one of the associate magistrate judges here in Clayton County, and I'll be presiding over this morning's first appearance calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having trouble hearing me, please let me know, as there are a few things that I'll need to go over with you prior to starting the calendar. It's important that you listen carefully, as it will help you better understand the nature and purpose of today's proceeding. Most important, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to try your case. I'm not here to take a plea or have any legal discussions with you about the specific facts of your case. The purpose of this morning's first appearance hearing is to inform you of the charges against you, why you were arrested, to advise you of certain rights, to set bond on those offenses for which the court is authorized to set bond, to schedule a preliminary hearing, and then also to determine whether you require the assistance of an attorney and whether I can appoint you one through the county. Now, each of you, ladies and gentlemen, has the right to remain silent. So please, again, I've said it once, but do not tell me specific facts about your case or any legal defense that you believe you have. This is being streamed live. And if you do so, you're making not only myself, but everyone else that is on this morning, as well as those other inmates around you and the deputies around you, potential witnesses. And it can be used against you in later proceedings. Now, in addition to having the right to remain silent, each of you has a right to a presumption of innocence, the right to an indictment by a grand jury for felonies or by accusation for misdemeanors. You have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury. You have the right to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your behalf. You have the right to see, hear, and question witnesses who are called to testify against you. You have the right to testify on your own behalf or offer evidence in your own defense. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. And if you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you if you qualify here this morning. And then lastly, for those of you all who are not citizens, some charges may adversely affect your immigration status. And so you will need to consult an immigration attorney after this morning's hearing. Now, as I said earlier, we are here to discuss what you've been arrested for and what you've been charged for at this point. But in addition to that, we're going to discuss bond. Some of you will be allowed to post bond this morning and be allowed to be released from jail pending the prosecution of your case. In order to make bond, you are able to do so in one of three ways. You can do so either by cash, commercial, or property bond. The example that I like to use, ladies and gentlemen, if you intend to pay cash on your bond, if I tell you this morning that you are charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, and I tell you that your bond is $6,000, you or someone you know would have to come up to the sheriff's office with $6,000 plus any additional fees that the sheriff's office charges. At that point, the sheriff will hold that amount until such time as your case is closed, and at which time it'll be returned to you. If you don't have that full amount in cash, you can also do what is called a commercial bond or use of a bonding company. Now, in those situations, you don't have to pay the full amount. You would only pay anywhere from 12 to 15% of the amount of the bond. And so the example that I use is if, again, you're charged with aggravated assault and I tell you your bond is $6,000, you'd be responsible for anywhere from $750 approximately. But the difference from a cash bond is you don't get that money back. So that money becomes the property of the bonding company. And then the final way to make bond would be the use of a property bond. And that's where, again, either you or someone you know would have to have a piece of property that is at least 3 times in equity the amount of your bond. So if your bond is $6,000, either you or someone you know has to have a deed to a piece of property. They'll bring that property up to the sheriff's office, and they would need at least $18,000 in equity in that piece of property. The sheriff would hold that deed, again, until your case is closed, at which time it can be returned to you or the other individual who brought it up there on your behalf. Now, there are some of you this morning that will have special conditions as a part of your bond, meaning you cannot go certain places, you cannot have contact with certain people. It may tell you that you are not to ingest or be in possession of alcohol and or drugs, or, that you are not to be in possession of weapons. If I tell you that you're not to have contact with particular people, this means you must stay away, ladies and gentlemen. You can have no contact whatsoever. You cannot call, you cannot text, you cannot email, write a letter to, or speak to them through social media. You can't even do something as nice as write a song, as that would potentially be a violation of your bond that you'll be given this morning. If I tell you that you're not to return to a particular place, ladies and gentlemen, don't go back for any reason. If, however, that no return is somewhere that you were living prior to this alleged incident, and you make your bond, you are allowed to return to that piece of property. However, you can only do so with the sheriff's office with you within 10 days of your release, and it is only to pick up belongings that are not in dispute with the other party. Otherwise, once again, you are not to return unless your bond is modified or your case is closed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, undoubtedly, there are going to be some people this morning that are going to violate that bond. So I do need to just advise you that if you fail to abide by that bond, you subject yourself to additional felony charges, such as aggravated stalking or influencing a witness. And these type of charges carry a bond of up to a penalty of up to 20 years in prison and $20,000 in fines. Now, is at least one of you individuals this morning that is charged with an offense for which this court is not authorized to set bail for. Now, in the event that a bond hearing, a bond hearing will be scheduled before a judge of the Superior Court of Clayton County, and I'll give you that date here this morning. If you are currently on active probation, this court is not authorized to set bond at this time. Whether a bond is appropriate, in your case, will be considered after your probation officer has an opportunity to consider this new arrest. Ladies and gentlemen, again, after I've advised you of what you've been charged with, after I have advised you what your bond is, if I have set bond for you, lastly, we will talk about a preliminary hearing. A preliminary hearing is where you, the police officer, as well as the judge are present. It is a hearing. It is not your trial, but it is where the judge will consider the evidence presented by the officer that they currently have against you. And the judge will make a decision about whether there is enough evidence for the case to move forward to the prosecutor or the solicitor. Now, if the judge decides that there is not enough evidence, he or she does have the authority to dismiss your case at that point. It does not mean that your case will not be drawn up and come back, but for that time being, it will be closed. If you are charged with a felony, you have an automatic right to a preliminary hearing, and I'll give you that date this morning. If you don't make your bond, I'll give you the preliminary hearing date, and it'll be very much like where we are today. You'll be doing it via Zoom, at a similar time in the morning. If you are charged with a misdemeanor, however, you have the right to have that preliminary hearing, or you can what we call waive that right to that preliminary hearing, meaning you can tell me, Judge, I'd rather not have it, and I'd rather my case simply move past the hearing to the appropriate prosecutor, again, whether it's the solicitor or the district attorney. It tends to make it move a little quicker than if you have that hearing, but each of you all, ladies and gentlemen, is entitled to that hearing if you so desire to, whether you are charged with a misdemeanor or a felony. Now, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to administer the oath and then we'll get started. If I could have each of you all please raise your right hand. Okay. Now, do you swear or affirm that the information that you're about to give to this court, as well as any information you've provided on your court-appointed application this morning, is true and correct? And if it is, please say I do. All right. And I do not see the jail, excuse me, the juveniles here as of yet this morning. So we'll go ahead. I had 4, but I've only seen 3 court-appointed applications for individuals that needed an interpreter. Ms. Tolles, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Deputy, was
Good
the
morning.
video played for them? Good morning. Was the video played for them this morning already, or do we need to do that? Can they hear me? Deputies, can you all hear me over to jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
I was asking whether the video was already played for them this morning.
Yes, Your Honor, it was.
All right. Ms. Tolles, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hola, señora. Buenos días. Le voy a servir de intérprete esta mañana.
Está bien.
Okay.
All right. And if you want to ask whom we have here this morning.
¿Con quién tenemos el gusto, señora? ¿Cuál es su nombre?
Suseli Piedrasanta.
Susei Elizabeth Piedra Sanza.
And how do you spell the last name? Is it
Es-
Susel? Okay, I see it. Never mind.
Ya lo
Okay, I
veo,
think-
señora. Ya lo veo.
All right. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Judge Thorpe,
Buenos días, señora. Me llamo el juez Thorpe.
and I'm going to be advising you of what you've been charged with here this morning, as well as what your bond is.
Y le voy a informar de los cargos formulados en su contra y también le voy a informar de la fianza.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
ma'am. So you've been charged with 1 count of driving with no license,
Muy bien, señora. A usted se le ha formulado un cargo de manejar sin licencia
and you've been also charged with 1 count of running a red light.
y también un cargo de pasarse un semáforo en rojo.
Okay. The no license carries a bond amount of $1,000.
La infracción de no licencia conlleva una fianza de $1,000
And the traffic violation, running the red light, carries a bond amount of $500 for a total bond of $1,500.
y la infracción de tránsito de pasarse un semáforo en rojo conlleva una fianza de $500 para una fianza total de $1,500.
Okay. Now, earlier, ma'am, you watched a video, among other things, discussing with you whether you wanted to have a preliminary hearing or whether you wanted to waive that hearing. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it, ma'am?
Ahora bien, hoy anteriormente usted vio un video informándole de lo que es una audiencia preliminar y si usted quiere tener tal audiencia o renunciar a la audiencia. ¿Quisiera tener la audiencia o renunciarla, señora?
Renunciarle.
Waive.
I am showing that you are requesting that we waive your preliminary hearing. Once we are done here this morning, ma'am, the deputies will have a document for you to sign.
Entonces aquí aparece que usted va a renunciar a la audiencia preliminar. Una vez que hayamos terminado acá, los oficiales le van a poner a firmar un documento.
Okay. Are you working right now, ma'am?
¿Está trabajando actualmente, señora?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And how much are you earning per month?
¿Y cuánto está ganando al mes?
Varía el pago, a veces saco $700 a la semana, a veces 650 y así.
It varies depending. Sometimes I make $700 a week and sometimes it's $650.
Do you have any children?
¿Tiene hijos?
Sí,
Yes.
And are you supporting those children alone or with someone else?
¿Y usted mantiene a los hijos solita o junta con alguien más?
Los mantenemos juntos con mi pareja, pero él se quedó sin trabajo, entonces la que sostiene el hogar soy ahorita.
My partner and I support the children between the
Okay.
two of us, but at the moment he is out of work, and so I'm the one who is maintaining the family.
Okay. Ma'am, so unfortunately, at this time, I am not going to be able to appoint you a court-appointed lawyer, and so you will have to hire your own lawyer if you desire to have one on your case, okay?
Entonces, lamentablemente no voy a poder designarle un abogado de oficio. Usted tendrá que contratar a su propio abogado si va a querer tener uno para representarla en su caso.
Está bien.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me, ma'am?
¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta para mí?
Bueno, mi fianza ya fue pagada, ¿verdad? Pero no sé qué prosigue después de eso.
Well, my bond was already paid, right? But I'm not sure what is next.
So your bond's already paid, ma'am. Then when you are taken back to your cell, it will show that it's been paid. And I suspect that you'll be released sometime later this afternoon, if not tonight.
Bueno, si ya se pagó la fianza, señora, una vez que la regresen a su celda, va a aparecer que la fianza ya fue pagada y me imagino que a usted le van a dar su salida hoy, más tarde o si no, hasta en la noche.
Okay.
Está
Good luck,
bien.
to you, ma'am.
Ok.
Thank you.
Buena suerte, señora. Gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Yes.
Right. And if you would, ma'am, please tell us your name.
Si sería tan amable, señora, de decirnos cuál es su nombre.
Yolanda Teresa Luna.
Yolanda Teresa Luna.
Okay, I believe I've got this one right
Creo
here.
que
All right.
tengo
So,
la información aquí.
Ms. Teresa, you are charged with one count of running a stop sign and one count of driving with no license.
Muy bien, señora Teresa. A usted se le ha formulado un cargo de pasarse un semáforo, de pasarse un pare y también un cargo de manejar sin licencia.
Okay. The stop sign violation carries a bond of $500 and the no license carries a bond of $1,500.
La infracción por el pare conlleva una fianza de $500 y la infracción de manejar sin licencia una fianza de $1,500.
So your total bond, ma'am, is $2,000.
Entonces la fianza total será $2,000.
Earlier, you watched a video, ma'am, about a preliminary hearing. Would you like to have your hearing, ma'am, or waive it?
Anteriormente usted vio un video que hablaba de la audiencia preliminar. ¿Quisiera tener la audiencia, señora, o renunciar a la audiencia?
Renunciar.
Waive.
I am showing you are requesting we waive your hearing, ma'am, and so the deputies will have a document for you to sign once we are done speaking to one another.
Aquí aparece que usted solicita renunciar a la audiencia, entonces los alguaciles tendrán un documento para que usted lo firme una vez que hemos terminado de hablar.
Are you currently working, ma'am?
¿Está trabajando, señora, actualmente? The interpreter didn't hear the response, Your Honor. Do you mind if I repeat?
Please.
¿Está trabajando actualmente, señora?
No.
No.
Okay. So, ma'am, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. So you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case.
Entonces ya voy a designar un abogado de oficio para representarle, señora. Entonces usted sí tendrá un abogado para asesorarle sin costo para usted.
That's all I have for you this morning, ma'am, unless you have questions for me.
Es todo lo que tengo para usted esta mañana, señora. No sé que usted tenga alguna pregunta para mí.
Así que igual que procedería después de que llegan pagado mi fianza.
Just what will happen, what's next after my bond has been paid?
Then you should be released in the next 24 hours.
Que a usted le deberían dar su salida dentro de las próximas 24 horas.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Gracias.
And who do we have this morning, sir? What's your name?
¿Con quién tenemos el gusto esta mañana? ¿Cuál es su nombre, señor?
Juan David Luna Sánchez.
Juan David Luna Sánchez.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sanchez, you were charged with 1 count of simple battery and 1 count of theft by taking.
Muy bien, señor Sánchez. A usted se le ha formulado un cargo de agresión física simple y un cargo de apoderarse de bienes ajenos.
Okay. Those are both misdemeanors.
Ambos son delitos menores.
Your bond is $2,500 for each for a total bond of $5,000.
La fianza es 2,500 para cada delito, entonces es una fianza total de $5,000.
You do have a special condition, sir, and that is to stay away from the alleged victim, Pablo Jimenez.
Usted tiene una condición especial de no acercarse a la presunta víctima, Pablo Jiménez.
And also the address 5074 Old Dixie Road in Forest Park.
Y también que no se acerque al domicilio en el 5074 de la Old Dixie Road, Forest Park.
Okay. Do you understand that, sir?
¿Entiende eso, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
Now, this morning you watched a video about a preliminary hearing, sir. Would you like to have your hearing or waive it?
Y esta mañana vio usted un video sobre la audiencia preliminar. ¿Quisiera tener la audiencia o renunciar a la audiencia?
Renunciar.
I'll waive.
Okay.
Muy bien.
All right, sir. So I am showing that you are requesting that your hearing be waived. And so once you and I are done speaking with one another, the deputies will have a document for you to sign, okay?
Muy bien, señor. Entonces, aquí aparece que usted está renunciando a la audiencia preliminar y una vez que hayamos terminado de hablar, el señor Agosí le va a poner a firmar un documento.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you currently working, sir?
¿Está trabajando actualmente, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
And how much are you making per month?
¿Y cuánto está ganando al mes?
9.50.
Maybe $950.
Total $950 per month?
950 en total al mes,
La semana.
a week.
Okay. Well, a week, 950. Okay. So based on that, sir, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to grant you a court-appointed attorney. And so you will have to hire one yourself if you would like one to assist you in your case. Do you understand that?
Bueno, 950 a la semana. Lamentablemente no voy a poder designar un abogado de oficio para representarle, entonces si quisiera tener un apoderador legal, tendrá que contratarlo usted mismo. ¿Entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, sir. That's all I have for you this morning. Thank you, sir.
Muy bien, señor. Es toda la información que tengo para usted esta mañana. Gracias.
Sí.
Okay. Miss Mary, check your email.
Wait. Okay.
Aquí.
And are you Mr. Sanchez?
¿Es usted el señor Sánchez?
No.
Oh, excuse
No.
me. I apologize. Mr.
Perdón.
Santillan, excuse me.
Disculpe, señor Santillán?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Muy bien.
All right, so Mr. Santillan, you have 2 cases that we're going to discuss here this morning, okay?
Bueno, señor Santillán, usted tiene 2 casos de los que vamos a hablar esta mañana. Ujú. Okay.
The first, you are charged with 1 count of following too closely and 1 count of driving with no license.
El primero se le ha formulado cargos de seguir muy de cerca a otro auto y de manejar sin licencia.
The bond amount on the following too closely is $500, the no license $1,000 for a total of $1,500.
La fianza de la infracción de manejar muy de cerca otro auto es de 500 y la fianza para el cargo de no licencia es $1,000. Entonces la fianza total será $1,500.
This morning, sir, you watched a video regarding a preliminary hearing and whether you'd like to have it or not. Would you like me to set the date for the hearing or would you like to waive your right to the hearing?
Y esta mañana vio usted un video sobre la audiencia preliminar y si usted va a querer tener la audiencia preliminar o no. ¿Quisiera usted que yo programe la fecha para la audiencia preliminar o quisiera usted renunciar al derecho de una audiencia preliminar?
Rechazar el compromiso.
I will waive.
All right, sir, so I am showing that you are requesting that we waive your right to your hearing this morning. And based on that, sir, once you and I are done speaking, the deputies will have a piece of paper for you to sign, okay?
Muy bien, entonces aquí aparece que usted va a renunciar a la audiencia preliminar y una vez que hayamos terminado de hablar, los alguaciles le va a poner a firmar un documento. ¿Está bien?
Sí, está bien.
Okay.
Now, I mentioned to you earlier, you do have a second case here that we're going to discuss as well.
Y como mencioné anteriormente, usted tiene un segundo caso del que vamos a hablar también.
Okay. Now, looking at this case, I apologize, sir. It looks like this may be a duplicate. Give me one moment. Just let me take a look at it.
Bueno, permítame un momento, señor, porque parece que este caso es un duplicado. Permítame. Yes.
Yep. Yes, sir. These are duplicates, and so you just have the one case. So I have one last question for you, Mr. Santilli. I just want to confirm, are you working at the moment?
Sí, señor, este es un duplicado. Entonces usted tiene un solo caso solamente. Entonces tengo una última pregunta para usted. ¿Está trabajando?
Sí.
Yes.
And how much are you earning per month, sir?
¿Y cuánto está ganando al mes?
The last month, I 7,000 each for me.
The interpreter wants to make sure she heard correctly. ¿Dijo usted que en el último mes ganó 7,000?
Sí, $7,000 también.
Okay. Last month, I earned $7,000. The interpreter asks, did you say you earned 7,000 last month? And she said, yes, 7,000 a month.
Okay. So based on that, sir, I am not going to be able to appoint you a court-appointed lawyer this morning. And so if you would like one on your case, you will have to hire your own.
Muy bien, señor. Basado en esa información, no voy a poderle designar un abogado de oficio esta mañana. Entonces, si quisiera tener representación legal en su caso, usted mismo tendrá que contratar a su propio abogado. Yes.
All right. That's all I have for you this morning, sir. Good luck to you.
Esto es la información que tengo para usted esta mañana, señor. Buena suerte.
All right. And deputies, I believe that's it. Those are all the individuals that needed an interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then I believe that's all I have for you this morning, Ms. Cole.
All right. Thank you. You all have a wonderful day and weekend.
All right, you too. And Mr. Barber, I'm looking on my list. Deputy, can you confirm, is Mr. Soto still available or did he bond out?
He's still in custody, Your Honor.
Okay, because I didn't see his court-appointed documents here this morning. So I just wanted to make sure he hadn't bonded out. If you could go ahead and bring him up, I've got an attorney here for him.
And Judge, we were just hired. I'm not even sure if you have an entry for me.
I don't get to see him. I'm looking for him on my list. Let me see. Oh, I've got him right here. It's Gilberto Soto Mendoza. Is that correct, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, the last person that just came up here,
I'm sorry?
the last person that just came up, did he waive, sir?
Yes, he did. And counsel, before we get started, I'm just going to address the juveniles. Deputies, those with those juveniles, if you could turn on your video for a moment.
No, they're about to.
while we're waiting on Mr. Soto to come up. I just received an email, Deputy, that the district attorney's office is actually sending this back to juvenile court. And so as it relates to Mr. Brown and Mr. Clemens, we will be continuing those two matters to allow those to go back to juvenile court.
I'm clear, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. Are you Mr. Soto?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, so Mr. Soto, you've got your attorney here, Mr. Barber, if you can see him on the screen, who you have either you or your family have retained. So he's here on your behalf, okay?
Yes, sir.
So as you may have heard this morning, I've got some information that I am going to relay to you this morning with respect to both you and your attorney about what you've been charged with and what your bond is. Afterwards, if you have any questions, I'm going to first inquire to your attorney first. And so I would just advise you that to allow him to speak for you. And so at that point, if there are any other questions that you may have, you might want to speak with him offline and he can always address them to you directly at a later time, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so going, sir, from the beginning here, you were charged with one count of simple battery against a police officer as a misdemeanor and one count of misdemeanor public drunk. The simple battery as a police officer carries a bond amount, sir, of $4,000. The public drunk carries a bond amount of $1,000. And so your total bond, sir, is $5,000. Counsel, given that these are misdemeanors, of course, he has the right to waive his hearing or set a hearing date down. Have you spoken to him about whether he'd like to waive or not?
Well, Judge, I don't know if he can make that bond yet. So normally I would not waive the prelim because if he makes bond, the prelim will be waived anyways. Is that correct?
Correct. That is correct.
So I think we would still need a prelim hearing date.
Okay. Okay, absolutely. So I've gone ahead and put it into the system. That preliminary hearing date, should you not make bond, Mr. Soto, and counsel, is going to be August 11th, and that's going to be at 8:30 a.m. And that's going to be via Zoom, like we are here this morning. Again, that's August 11th. That's 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom.
All right.
All right. All right, counsel. Well, that's all I have for you, Mr. Soto. Counsel, do you have any questions of me before I let you go?
Of course not, Judge. You were very thorough.
All right. Thank you, sir.
May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Good luck to you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, you can zoom out now. Thank you.
All right, and that should take us to the ladies' deputy. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Are you ready? We have one.
I'm ready when you are. Ready to roll.
Do you want to start with the one fugitive that we have, Your Honor?
Say that one more time.
We only have one female fugitive. We only have one fugitive. Do you want to start with her?
Sure. No, actually, can we do her last after all the other women? We'll do her last.
Yes, Your Honor.
So all women and then the fugitive. Oh, you saw it too, Miss Mary. I just saw your message. I just happened to hear it ping, which is why I called it. All right, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Sir.
All right. And can you tell me your name, please?
Shanika Hickson.
Hixson. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Hickson, you were charged here this morning with one count of giving false information as a misdemeanor and one count of obstruction officer as a misdemeanor. So these are two misdemeanors, Ms. Hickson, that you are facing. The giving false information carries a bond amount of $1,500. The obstruction, as I said, also a misdemeanor, carries a bond amount of $1,000. Now, because you were charged with misdemeanors, Ms. Hickson, you have the right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right to that hearing. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it? Can you hear me, ma'am? You're on mute, deputy. It muted back. Ms. Hicks, okay, can you hear me now, Ms. Hickson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you hear what I said, or do you want me to repeat that?
Can you repeat it, please?
Yes, I was asking you, so I was explaining to you your bond, so let's go for that. So starting with your bond, giving false name, a bond of 1,500, the obstruction 1,000. So your total bond is $2,500. Because you were charged with a misdemeanor, ma'am, you have the right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that hearing. Would you like me to set the hearing date or waive it?
You can set it.
All right, so ma'am, should you not make your bond, your next court date is going to be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be August 11th. That will be at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, that's all I have for you this morning. Good luck to you.
Next. Next.
It's all right here.
Oh, move all the way down to the end.
She has left the space. You good?
If you would, ma'am, please give me your first name.
Jakaya Thomas.
Okay, give me 1 second here. And she was court appointed. You said Thomas, is that correct? Is that correct, ma'am, Ms. Thomas?
Yes, Thomas.
Okay. Give me 1 second, Ms. Thomas. My system is being slow.
It might be one of those.
What's going on? All right, so Ms. Thomas, you were charged with misdemeanor, 1 count of defective headlight, 1 count of driving with no insurance, 1 count of driving without a seatbelt, and 1 count of driving with a suspended license. Those are all misdemeanors. Do you understand that, Ms. Thomas?
Yes, sir.
Now, the defective headlight carries a bond amount of $500. The no insurance carries a bond amount of $1,000. The driving without a seatbelt carries a bond amount of $500, and the suspended license carries a bond amount of $1,500. And so your total bond, ma'am, is $3,500. Okay. What was that?
If I'm not mistaken, I think I posted mine already.
Okay, and if you have, ma'am, that'll be reconciled with the sheriff's office. So I'm just telling you what I have for right now. Okay.
Okay, I got you. I'm sorry.
Now, as far as your preliminary hearing, assuming that you haven't posted bond, do you have any thoughts on how you want to proceed with your bond, whether you'd like to have that hearing, would you like to have your hearing or waive your hearing?
You can schedule it.
Okay, so if you haven't made bond, ma'am, your next court date is going to be August 11th, and that'll be at 8:30 a.m., and that'll be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 11th, that'll be at 8:30 a.m., and that'll be via Zoom. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And I have here, ma'am, that you are not working right now. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. So, Ms. Thomas, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. You will have a lawyer, ma'am, free of charge to assist you on your case should you need it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, ma'am. Before I let you go, do you have any questions of me?
No.
All right. Well, that's all I have for you this morning, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Give me your name this morning, ma'am.
Quateria Weems. Yeah.
All right. So, Ms. Wing, you are charged here with 1 count of theft by shoplifting, ma'am, as a misdemeanor, and 1 count of theft by shoplifting, an additional count of theft by shoplifting, altering the price of a tag, and then also causing an amount to be paid less than what is stated. Those are both misdemeanors. The theft by shoplifting carries a bond amount of $1,500. The second count of theft by shoplifting carries a bond amount of $2,000. And I apologize, these are not misdemeanors, they are felonies, excuse me. So because you are charged with felonies here, again, your bond amount is $3,500. But I do need to advise you, ma'am, that should you not make that bond of $3,500, your next court date is going to be August 12th, and that's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be via Zoom for your preliminary hearing. Again, that's August 12th, that's 8:30 a.m., and that's via Zoom. Do you understand that, ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from the Family Dollar where this was alleged to have happened at 674 Highway 138 in Jonesboro, Georgia, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, so do you have any questions of me? Again, that bond is $3,500. You do have special conditions to stay away from this particular alleged incident spot. I showed here that you are working, ma'am. It says that you're earning about 850. Is that per month or per week?
Per month. Per month.
Okay. Okay, based on that, ma'am, then I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna appoint you a court-appointed lawyer, Ms. Weems. And so you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case, okay?
Okay.
With that, Ms. Weems, do you have any questions of me?
No, thank you.
That's all I have for you, ma'am. Good luck to you.
You too.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, if you would, please state your name.
Johnny Hart.
Was that Hurt? Ma'am, what was your last name?
Hart.
Hart, okay. Ms. Hart, did you fill out any paperwork here this morning?
Yes.
Okay, I got you. All right, so Ms. Hart, you were charged here with one count of misdemeanor battery family violence, ma'am. That carries a bond amount of $5,000. Ms. Hart, you do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from the alleged victim, Miss Alexis Rohne, R-H-O-N-E, and also to stay away from the address of 1036 Garden Walk Boulevard. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Now, as I said earlier, you may return to that property if you make bond, but ma'am, only with the assistance of the sheriff's office and within 10 days of your release. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, lastly, because you were charged with misdemeanors, ma'am, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right to the hearing. Would you like me to have it, set it for you, or waive it?
You just said it.
All right, so I am showing you are requesting that we set that preliminary hearing. And so if you don't make your bond, ma'am, your next court date is going to be August 11th. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 11th, 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Now, Ms. Hart, I have here that you are not working at the moment. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, so based on that, Ms. Hart, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. And so you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case, okay?
Okay.
Any questions I can answer before I let you go, Ms. Hart?
No.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
All
morning.
right, please. Good morning. Please state your name.
Kiana Jackson.
Jackson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jackson. All right, Ms. Jackson, you were charged here this morning with one count of simple battery. That is a misdemeanor, ma'am. Your bond amount is $3,500. You do have special conditions, ma'am, and they are to stay away from the alleged victim. Her name is Miss Ariana Gonzalez. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about that?
No, sir.
Okay, now because you were charged with a misdemeanor, Ms. Jackson, you have the right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it?
You schedule it.
All right, so I am showing that you are requesting that we schedule that hearing for you. And so, Ms. Jackson, if you don't make your bond, your next court date is going to be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. That will be via Zoom like we are here this morning. Again, that'll be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am. Okay. If you would please give me your name, ma'am.
Erica Murray.
I'm sorry, if you could say it one more time for me.
Erica Murray.
I heard the first name, Erica. What's that last name?
Murray.
I'm just not. Can you spell it for me?
Murray.
Okay, Murray. Okay. All right. How are you this morning, Miss Murray?
I'm here.
Miss Murray, I'm here obviously to go over what you've been charged with, ma'am. You've been charged with one count of battery family violence as a misdemeanor and one count of cruelty to children also as a misdemeanor. The battery carries a bond amount of $3,500. The cruelty to children, $2,500. for a total bond amount, ma'am, of $6,000. Do you understand that? Now, look here. Give me 1 second, ma'am. I want to look at something here. Nia Murray. Yeah, I didn't say that. Okay. So Ms. Murray, you do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from the alleged victim in this particular matter. And her name is Miss Zania Murray, Znynia. Do you understand that, ma'am? Ms. Murray?
Yes,
Okay, I need a verbal answer. So you do understand that you're to have no contact with her. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. Do you have any questions about that before we move on to the next thing?
But I have nowhere to go. I have no family there. That's my place. I pay rent. I take care of them.
Yes, ma'am. And that was the next thing that I was going to speak to you about, because based on these allegations, the moment I am going to have to put in place that you are not to return to that property as well, the 1465 Riverwalk Trail. Now, as I said, you are allowed to return there simply to pick up any items that belong to you, but you cannot go there alone. You have to go with the sheriff's office within 10 days of your release, Ms. Murray. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you'd be subjected to a violation of this bond order. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Ms. Murray, you were charged with misdemeanors here this morning, so you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right to that hearing. Would you like to have it or waive it?
You can say it.
Okay, so I am showing that you are requesting that we set your hearing this morning. And so should you not make your bond, your next court date is going to be August 11th. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 11th, 8:30 a.m. via Zoom, okay? Now, Ms. Murray, I have reviewed the information that you provided to us here this morning regarding court-appointed counsel. You do qualify for court-appointed counsel. And so we will go ahead and assign you court-appointed counsel on your case. Do you understand that, Ms. Murray?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Do you have any questions before I let you go?
So do I get a bond?
Yes, ma'am. 6,000 was the total. It's 3,500 on the battery and 25 on the cruelty for a total of 6,000.
So I would have to pay that.
Well, remember, you can do it one of three ways: cash, commercial, or property. Between those three ways, you have to come up with at least a portion of it.
Okay, then.
All right,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, if you would please state your name, ma'am.
Wilhelmina Rivera.
All right. Right, so Ms. Rivera, you were charged with one count of driving under the influence as a misdemeanor, one count of improper lane change, and one count of striking a fixed object and then leaving the scene, ma'am. You do have a special condition, ma'am, and that is while you are on bond, that you are not to possess nor consume any intoxicating liquor or drug without a prescription, nor be present in any location where such may be found. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to make sure you understand the bond amount. I gave it to you. I gave you what you're charged with, but the DUI carries a bond of $4,500, the improper lane change, $1,000, the striking a fixed object, $1,000, and so your total bond, ma'am, is $6,500. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, because you are charged with misdemeanors here, Ms. Rivera, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, where you can waive the right to that hearing. Would you like to have the hearing or waive it?
I would just have to.
All right, so I am showing you requesting that we set the hearing date. If you don't make your bond here at some point between now and your court date, your next court date, ma'am, is going to be August 11th. That'll be at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Okay, Ms. Rivera?
All right, thank you.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am. If you would, ma'am, please give me your name.
Geraldine Broadway.
This is like
I know
All
this.
right, so Ms. Broadway, okay, so you're our fugitive here. We've already looked at it. Ms. Broadway, yours is a little different, and I want to explain to you, unlike the other individuals, you do not have, Ms. Broadway, any charges here out of Clayton County. Allegedly, you have charges that are pending in Harris County in Mississippi, in the state of Mississippi. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
And so essentially there are allegations that you've committed a crime in the state of Mississippi. They put a warrant out for your arrest, and at some point you got picked up here in Clayton because of that warrant. Now, you have a couple of options that I want to go through with you, and so that you can decide how you would like to proceed on your case, okay?
Okay.
Option number one, you can tell me, Judge, I would like to go back to the state of Mississippi and ultimately fight this charge. If you tell me that that's what you want to do, the sheriff's office will go ahead, they'll contact the Harrison County Sheriff's Office in Mississippi, and they will come to pick you up. They have 30 days to come pick you up, ma'am. Otherwise, the Clayton County Sheriff's Office will release you. Now, alternative two is you tell me, Judge, I do not want to return to the state of Mississippi and specifically to Harris County. I would rather stay here. Now, if you choose to stay here, you are not fighting the underlying charges. So you're not fighting whatever it is they said you did. You are simply saying, Judge, I don't believe that Harris County did exactly what they were supposed to do to get me to come back. It's called a procedural argument, so that they didn't file the paperwork correctly or do something that they were supposed to do in order to require you to go back. If you choose that, which you have a right to, ma'am, the law gives them up to 90 days for you to sit here until they can get the paperwork in order, and you would have a hearing here in Clayton County. So again, option one, I would send you back to Harrison County in Mississippi, where you would have an opportunity to fight those charges, or option two, remain here up to 90 days until such time as they come down to have a hearing, not about the underlying facts, not about the charges, but whether they did the correct thing in order to send you back. Okay.
Option.
Say that again, ma'am.
Option one.
Okay. So you are requesting that we go ahead and waive your right to that hearing here in Clayton County. And so based on that, ma'am, what's going to happen then is there's going to be about 6 pieces of paper that you're going to end up signing. The deputies are going to hand that to you here shortly. You will put your signature on that. And once you do that, ma'am, that'll be all I have for you this morning. Do you have any questions about anything of me?
No, that's it.
All right, ma'am. So I have signed off on that document. The deputy should be handing it to you shortly, and then they will contact Harrison County.
All right, thank you.
Good luck to you, ma'am. Deputies, I just want to confirm, so we do not have Carmichael or Jessica Ann Wilson?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we do. Give us 1 second, please.
Okay.
Oh, quick question. So we have a security inmate here. Can we get him in and out really quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to do him while you're getting the other young ladies, I can do that. What's the name?
Henson. Henson. P.
You say, oh, P. Penson. Okay. Yep, I've got it if you want to bring him up.
All right, he coming. You're right here.
Yeah. Wait a Hey, Judge.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Can I please get another jumpsuit?
I don't have control over that, sir, unfortunately.
Got me on the small jumpsuit.
I hear you. I understand. Well, I'm going to make this quick for you, Mr. Penson, so you can get back and you don't have to be up in front of me too long, okay?
Tight shit.
Okay.
Mr. Penson, you were charged here with 1 count of disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor, 1 count of simple battery also as a misdemeanor, sir. Your total bond is $20,000. Your bond for the disorderly conduct is $10,000. Your bond for the simple battery is also $10,000. Do you understand that, sir? Now, Mr. Penson, because you were charged with a misdemeanor, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to that hearing. Do you want to have that? I'm sorry?
I don't need no more court dates. I'm gonna pay the bond.
Okay. So are you asking me to waive your right to the hearing then, Mr. Pennington?
I just need a bond. I don't need no more court date.
Listen, so I need a yes or no. So you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want
waive it.
I'm gonna listen to you, but you listen to me first. So because you are what you are asking me then is no hearing, so you don't need that preliminary hearing, is that correct?
I mean, I don't need that. If I get a bond, can't treat it.
Okay, I gave you one this morning. Your bond is $20,000.
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
show that you are asking me to waive your right to the preliminary hearing, sir. And so they will go ahead and appoint you have a document for you to sign. Hold on. Just one last thing, sir. So I'm gonna go ahead, Mr. Pinson. I'm gonna give you a court-appointed lawyer, so you will have a lawyer through the county free of charge, okay?
All right, thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
If I take for the game, or down. I got four. I should say your name. Never broken. Never I should never broken. So never broken. Never red and brace. Never broken. I don't understand that is.
Right here. Come on, let's go around. There you go. There you go.
All right, ma'am, if you would, please state your name.
Wilson.
Okay. Is it Miss Jessica Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Wilson, if you would just give me one moment, please.
Are you the judge?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I tell you something?
Hold on one second. Let me get through this and I'll listen to you, ma'am.
Okay.
Miss Wilson, you were charged here with one count of misdemeanor simple battery and then one count of one count of misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. The misdemeanor simple battery, ma'am, carries a bond amount of $1,500. The obstruction carries a bond amount of $1,000 for a total bond of $2,500. Now, you do have a special condition, ma'am, and that is to stay away from the alleged victim, the person being Leonard Campbell. Do you understand that, Ms. Wilson? Hold on, Ms. Wilson, do you understand what I've said to you? I understand. Listen, Ms. Wilson, remember what I told you earlier. I can't get into the facts, but do you understand what I just told you? You're not to have context.
How do I stay away from him if I don't know who he is?
I understand that you may not know who that is, but for the purpose of this hearing, whomever they are alleging that you had contact with, if you don't know who it is, then you shouldn't have a problem staying away from him.
Assaulted. I was punched in my nose.
Miss Wilson.
Sir.
What I need for you to do is listen to me. I understand that you may disagree. You may disagree with what these allegations are from the police, but whomever assaulted you, do not have any contact, okay? It doesn't sound like you're going to. I just need to tell you that, okay?
Okay.
So again, Ms. Wilson, your bond is $2,500 total. You're charged with misdemeanors, Ms. Wilson. So you have a right to a preliminary hearing that we discussed earlier, or you can waive your right to that hearing. Do you want to have the hearing or waive it?
I want to appeal this decision because for one, I'm a veteran.
Ms. Wilson, we are not there, ma'am. Listen to what I'm asking. You are not here to talk about those things. I'm asking a very direct question. Would you like me to set a preliminary hearing date, or would you like to waive that right? We're not here to talk about the. Okay. So what we're going to do, Ms. Wilson.
How do I go home?
Ms. Wilson, I'm going to protect you and go ahead and set the date. If you don't make your bond, ma'am, your next court date is going to be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be via Zoom.
Can I ask you a question?
Not at this point, no, ma'am. Ms. Wilson, are you currently working?
No.
Okay. Ms. Wilson, I am going to go ahead and give you a lawyer. So you will have a lawyer, ma'am, to
I
be
have
able to.
my own lawyer. I've been trying to call my own lawyer since I got here.
Ms. Wilson. Ms. Wilson.
Okay, ma'am.
Until your lawyer comes in. All right. Until your lawyer, Ms. Wilson, comes in, they're here to protect. I'm going to give you a lawyer free of charge.
I've been trying to get my first phone call. I wasn't read no Miranda rights. All my rights were violated at Clayton County.
I hear you. Then talk to your lawyer about it, Ms. Wilson. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. What do I do now?
The deputies are going to take you back now.
I want to pay the bail now.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Do you want me to send this to Cleo?
Yes, please. I was going to message you that.
Okay. Before I go back, because when I get there, they won't let me out. They won't let me out.
Ma'am, look.
wanna pay the
Let
bill.
me show you. This is different bail bonds. that you
And
can
they
get.
didn't let me call. I didn't get my first call
I
yet.
hear what you say.
Can I please get my first call? Can I talk to her in mental health, please?
I got you. I can set that up for you. That I can set up.
I'm sorry, can I take a call?
I'm gonna bring these more. Let's get these other things.
Your Honor, just hold it for a half a second. I'm trying to get the other girl.
Okay.
No, stay in there and she can close the door. You stay right there.
We're gonna stand in front of this computer. Then we're gonna stand right here. We're gonna stand right here, okay? What's
Good
your-
morning, ma'am.
Sir?
Can you hear me? Are you Miss Carmichael?
Yes.
All right, Miss Carmichael, my name is Judge Thorpe, ma'am, and I'm here to discuss with you what you've been charged with, okay?
Okay.
So, Ms. Carmichael, you were charged with removing baggage at the airport unlawfully, ma'am. That is a felony. And then you were charged with 1 count of misdemeanor criminal trespass. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Okay.
The unlawful removal, unfortunately, ma'am, because of your criminal history, you have been denied bond here this morning. Looks like you're currently on probation. The criminal trespass, however, I'm going to give you a bond this morning in the amount of $1,500. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Okay.
And so you're going to get 2 upcoming court dates. The first court date for you, ma'am, is going to be August 12th, and that's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and that'll be via Zoom. That'll be where you'll have your preliminary hearing, where you and your attorney will go over the facts of your case with the judge. Your second court date, Ms. Carmichael, is going to be the 14th, August 14th of 2026, also at 8:30 a.m., also via Zoom. And that's going to be your bond hearing date, where they can go over with you the opportunity to set bond at a later time. Okay?
What month is this?
Say that one more time.
What month is this?
This is July.
Okay. July.
Okay.
What day of the July is this?
Today is the 17th.
All right.
Okay? And I'm going to give you a lawyer free of charge as well. Okay, Ms. Carmichael?
Okay.
All right. Any questions of me, ma'am?
No.
All right. If you don't have any questions, you're good to go, ma'am.
I think we got one more, Your Honor.
We got one more, Your Honor. I'm about to grab her, okay?
And what's the name? I don't have that one.
It's Angel. Her name is Angel Stuckey.
Okay. Let me find that.
I'm sorry, Deputy, what'd you say her last name was?
Stuckey, Stuckey. First name Angel.
Okay, I've got it.
Got it?
Yep, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, thank you. I'm about to grab her right now. You can grab a sandwich.
This one right here?
Yes, ma'am. Yep, go around.
Oh, the bench.
Yeah, we're gonna go right here.
Right here. Oh, okay.
Yep, right there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Ms. Stuckey, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So Ms. Stuckey, you are charged here with 1 count of misdemeanor criminal trespass, 1 count of disorderly conduct, ma'am, 1 count of obstruction of an officer, 1 count of simple battery. Do you understand that?
I heard you.
Okay. So the criminal trespass, ma'am, carries a bond amount of $2,500. The disorderly conduct, $2,500. The obstruction of an officer, $2,500. And the simple battery, ma'am, I have dismissed that this morning based on what I've reviewed, okay?
Can I please have a copy of the report and
And
also
so
the warrant for the officer that was arrested?
you'll get that at a later time, ma'am. This is your preliminary hearing. We're just going over what you've been charged with. But you'll be able to get all that information once you speak with your attorney, okay? Now, let me tell you, ma'am, you do have a special condition, Ms. Stuckey. You are to stay away from Hartsfield Airport unless you are there because you work in the airport or you are traveling. Do you understand that?
Based on what
Based on
information?
based on the allegations, Ms. Stuckey, that I have here this morning, that's the bond that I set. Do you understand?
I'm not in agreement. I'm actually property owner of, and excuse me, I'm not in agreement. I'll talk to you about it when I get my attorney.
Ms. Stuckey, at this point, that is my bond, and so you understand that your failure to abide by my bond will
The
put you
bond.
back, Ms. Stuckey, will put you back in jail. Now,
I
let me
understand.
ask you, Ms. Stuckey, I'm talking now. No, ma'am. Ms. Stuckey, I
You
have
did
one
not
last
understand
question for you.
everything you said. What is it you arguing with me about? I said
Ms.
I
Stuckey.
understand everything you said.
Okay, and I understand, Ms. Stuckey, let me finish, ma'am, and then I'll listen to you. Now, because you are charged with misdemeanors, Ms. Stuckey, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to that hearing, ma'am. Would you like to have it or waive it?
I would like to have it.
All right, so Ms. Stuckey, your next court date, should you not make your bond, is going to be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. That will be via Zoom, just like you are here this morning. Again, that's August 11th, 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Ms. Stuckey, based on the information that I have here this morning, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a lawyer free of charge. So you will have a lawyer to assist you on your case, Ms. Stuckey. Good luck to you.
I would like to request for a signature bond.
No, ma'am, denied.
You're denied too. I'm your superior. You'll find out.
Your Honor, do you want to start with the two in juvenile, or you want to start with the males?
We're ready to start with the males. The juvenile should have been excused. I don't know why they're still here. They were excused.
Okay.
They're not still on, are they? No.
It's still on my end, but I'm getting ready to remove them.
Okay, and then I'll reach out to the deputy.
The court went off too. Did they get kicked off? It looks like they got kicked off.
I just sent a message to the deputy to tell them that they're excused, Judge.
Okay, and the jail logged off. Miss Mayor, can you reach out to the jail? I'm not sure what happened, if they lost signal.
Yeah, I'll reach out to the jail, Judge.
Okay, I'm right here when they're ready.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Your Honor.
All right, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir. We just had a little technical.
No problem. No problem. Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay. You're good to go. We're good to go.
Okay. All right, please state your name, ma'am.
Sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Excuse me. What's your first name, sir?
Jonathan Hollowell.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Hallwell, you are charged here with 1 count of indecent exposure, sir. That is a misdemeanor. You're also charged with 1 count of drug-related object, and then 1 count of possession or violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act as a felony. Do you understand that, sir? I'm having trouble hearing you, Mr. Hollowell. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Mr. Hollowell, because you got some looks to be duplicate here. Let me make sure this is not the same. Okay. Okay. Yes. So the public indecency, sir, carries a bond amount of $2,000. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The bond amount for the public indecency, sir, is $2,000. The bond amount for count 2, that's the drug-related object, sir, is $1,000. And the bond amount for count 3, that is the drug possession of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, that carries a bond amount of $3,500. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And so your total bond amount, $2,000 on the public indecency, $1,000 on drug-related object in violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, being $3,500. Your total bond is $6,500. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, sir, because you were charged with a felony, if you do not make your bond, your next court date is going to be August 12th, and that's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Again, that will be August 12th. That will be at 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Do you understand that, Mr. Hollowell?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Hollowell, I'm showing here that you are not working. Is that correct?
Sir.
So I am going to go ahead, sir, and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. And so you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, before I let you go, Mr. Hollowell, do you have any questions of me about anything?
No, sir.
All right, sir, then that's all I have for you this morning. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let her. You can stay right here, next man. So what's the late?
If you would, please give me your name.
Wayne Jones.
Say that one more time for me, sir.
Wayne Jones.
Jones? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, all those ladies. Yeah, all
All right, so Mr. Jones, you are charged here with 1 count of felony aggravated assault, sir. That carries a bond amount of $25,000. Do you understand that, sir? Now, you do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from the alleged victim, a Mr. Alejandro Savoca, Savoca. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, because you were charged with felonies, sir, you have an automatic right to a preliminary hearing. And so if you don't make your bond, sir, your next court date will be August 12th, and that'll be at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 12th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. And again, your bond amount is $25,000 with the special condition. Do you have any questions of me, sir, before I let you go? All right, good luck to you then, Mr. Jones.
Thank you very much.
Step right in.
All right, sir, give me your, yes, sir, good morning. Is it Mr. Lazenby?
My name is Lopez.
Okay, Mr. Lopez. Okay, Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you were charged with 1 count of misdemeanor simple assault and 1 count of misdemeanor simple battery. The simple assault, sir, carries a bond amount of $1,500. The simple battery also carries, deputies, we gotta keep it down.
Be disrespectful. You don't have no fucking level. That's what the problem is.
Deputies, you gotta take him back so I can make sure he hears me. If they're being unruly, you just gotta take them back because I can't hear myself. All right, sir, can you hear me, Mr. Lopez?
Yes, sir.
The simple assault carries a bond of 1,500. The simple battery carries a bond of 1,500. Your total bond, sir, is $3,000, okay?
Okay.
Now, you do have special conditions, Mr. Lopez, and they are to stay away from the alleged victim, a Miss Anna Ortiz Gonzalez, and from the address of 6 Upper Riverdale Road in Jonesboro. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Lopez, I understand this may have been where you were living prior to this alleged incident. And if it was, as I said before, remember you are not allowed to return to that property unless and until either your bond is modified or your case is closed. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, because you were charged with misdemeanor, sir, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to that hearing. Would you like to have that hearing, Mr. Lopez, or waive your right to that hearing?
Waive my right?
All right, so I am showing Mr. Lopez, you're requesting that we waive your right to the preliminary hearing. And since you're waiving your right to that hearing, once you and I are done, the deputies will have a document from my left to your right for you to sign, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, give me one moment here, Mr. Lopez. I just want to make sure that we are done with you. We don't have anything additional here. Yep, that's all. That's all I have for you then, sir. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, did he waive his here,
Yes, ma'am. All right. Please give me your name, sir.
Jeffrey Poole Senior.
Can you say it one more time for me?
Jeffrey Poole Senior.
Poole?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Poole, you were charged with misdemeanor, 1 count of driving with a suspended license, and 1 count of improper display of your tag. The driving with suspended license carries a bond amount of $1,000, Mr. Poole, and the improper tag carries a bond amount of $500. And so, Mr. Poole, your total bond is $1,500. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. That's you.
Now, because you were charged with misdemeanors, Mr. Poole, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to that hearing, sir. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it?
I don't know which would be the best.
Say it one more time, Mr. Poole.
I don't know which one would be better for me.
Okay, but as far as the hearing, do you want me to set a hearing date for you or waive it?
Then the guy come in, I guess, set it.
Okay. So I hear you telling me you want me to set that date for you. So Mr. Poole, if you don't make your court date, your next court date, then your next court date, excuse me, if you don't make your bond, your next court date is going to be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be via Zoom, okay?
August 11th.
And Mr. Poole, I'm looking here, you served in the military?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, and so Miss Mary, this will be one for Veterans Court.
Okay.
Yeah, to
All
where I
right.
have all that.
Sir?
There'll be no time where I have to go.
Well, we're gonna take care of you, Mr. Poole. I got somebody I'm gonna have speak to you later this week, okay?
All right. Yeah.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right. I just wait to get the paperwork.
No, if you wanna step to your right, my left, you don't have anything else to sign.
Okay.
They're gonna take care of you later in the week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm doing well, sir. If you would, please give me your name.
Frank Rivera.
Okay. And I believe you said Rivera, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Rivera, you were charged here with 1 count of criminal trespass, Mr. Rivera. That is a misdemeanor. The bond amount for that is $2,500. You do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from the alleged property address of 8807 Crown Court in Jonesboro. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Now, because you were charged with misdemeanors, Mr. Rivera, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to the hearing. Would you like to have it or waive it?
I'll waive it.
All right, sir. So I am showing that you're requesting that we waive your hearing. And so once you and I are done here this morning, the deputy will have a document for you to sign to my left, to your right. Do you understand that? All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Rivera.
Is there an opportunity for all?
There is not. Thank you. He did waive. What's your last name, sir?
Hey, Felix.
All right. Well, Mr. St. Felix, you are charged here with one count of violation of seatbelt law as a misdemeanor, one count of possession of over an ounce of marijuana, trafficking, one count of possession with the intent to distribute, a second count of possession with the intent to distribute, possession of a drug-related object, and then a third count of possession with the intent to distribute. Do you understand that?
You said a third count with possession?
Yes, you got a total of 3 counts of possession with the intent to distribute, one count of trafficking, one count of possession over an ounce of marijuana, one count of possession of a drug-related object, and violation of a seatbelt law, meaning you were driving with no seatbelt.
All right.
Okay. Now, going over your bond, sir, the seatbelt law violation carries a bond of $500. The possession over an ounce of marijuana, $10,000. Each of your possession with intent charges carries a bond of $10,000. So $10,000 3 times. Possession of a drug-related object carries a bond amount of $2,000. And then lastly, sir, the trafficking charge, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to give you a bond on that charge. That is a charge that you'll have to see a superior court judge about. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And so I'm going to give you 2 court dates here this morning, sir. Your first court date is going to be on the 12th of August at 8:30 a.m. That'll be via Zoom. That's your preliminary hearing date that I discussed earlier with everyone. Your second court date, however, is going to be 2 days later. That's going to be on August 14th. That is also going to be at 8:30 a.m. And that's also going to be via Zoom. That's where you will speak with a superior court judge, Mr. St. Felix, and they'll be able to go over with you any opportunity that you may have for them to review your bond at that point. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. That's all I have for you, Mr. St. Felix. Unless you have any questions, good luck to you. Thank you.
Sir, step up.
All right, please give me your name.
Martavius Thomas.
What's the last name again?
Martavius Thomas, y'all.
Thomas. Okay. All right, so Mr. Thomas, you are charged here with one count of following too closely, one count of driving without a seatbelt, one count of possession of less than 1 ounce of marijuana as a misdemeanor, one count of felony violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, and one count of possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. The following too closely carries a bond amount of $1,000, the seatbelt, $1,000, the less than 1 ounce of marijuana, $1,500, the VGCSA as a felony, $5,000, and the possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime, $5,000. And so your total bond, sir, is $13,500. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, because you were charged with a felony here, sir, you have an automatic right to a preliminary hearing, and that next court date, if you don't make that bond, will be August 12th of 2026, and that'll be 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 12th, that will be at 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, based on the information that you provided here this morning, sir, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer, Mr. Thomas, and so you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything of me, Mr. Thomas?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Thomas, then that's all I have for you this morning. Good luck to you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Are you Mr. Usher?
Yes, sir, Judge.
Mr. Usher, you are charged with 2 counts of abandonment, both misdemeanors. Each carries a bond amount of $1,000, sir. So your total bond is $2,000. Because you were charged with misdemeanors, Mr. Usher, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to that hearing. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it?
I'd like to have it.
All right, sir. So if you don't make your bond of $2,000, your next court date is going to be on the 11th of August and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be August 11th. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Now, I have reviewed the information that you provided here this morning, sir. Based on the information you provided, you do not qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. And so if you would like a lawyer to assist you on your case, you will have to hire one on your own, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Right.
Thank you. Next guy. Go ahead.
All right. All right, and are you is it Winston?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Winston, you're charged here with 1 count of felony theft by conversion and 1 count of felony theft by deception as a misdemeanor. The felony theft by conversion, sir, carries a bond amount of $5,000. The theft by deception carries a bond amount of $2,000. And so your total bond, sir, is $7,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, because you were charged with felony, sir, you have an automatic right to a preliminary hearing. And so should you not make that bond that we just spoke of $7,000, your next court date is going to be on the 12th of August, and that'll be at 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 12th, 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
Yes, sir.
How can I help you?
On one of the charges, I believe my wife made, was able to.
Whoa, hold on. I remember what I said earlier. I cannot get into the facts of your case, or this is being recorded, so you don't want me to talk about that.
No, it's not about the fact of the case, sir. It was just about the bond. My wife already.
Okay, I apologize. So as
Yeah,
for the bond, if you
wife-
think you've already made the bond, then I apologize. Mr. Winston, I believe it is. I apologize. So if you think you've already made the bond, then it'll count toward you should be released in the next 24 hours then.
Okay, thank you, sir. That was my question. It's just a remainder. It's just the balance amount because she paid half of it. We're just not sure.
Okay, absolutely. Okay. Well then, yes, then that obviously will definitely count to whatever the total was that I just announced to you. Any other questions?
No, yeah.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Winston.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right here. Get like that.
All right. If you would give me your name, sir.
Greg Dewberry.
All right. All right, Mr. Dewberry. You were charged here with 1 count of misdemeanor criminal trespass, sir. Because that's a misdemeanor, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, sir, or you can waive that right to the hearing. Would you like to have your hearing or waive it?
I want to have it.
All right, so I am showing that you are requesting we set your preliminary hearing date. Your next court date, should you not make the bond that I'm going to give you here, is going to be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that's August 11th. That will be at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be via Zoom. Now, Mr. Dewberry, you do have a bond this morning for that criminal trespass. Your bond amount is $2,500. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you do have special conditions as well, sir, and they are to stay away from the alleged victim here, a Miss Tamika Trice, Trice, and then also to stay away from the address of 583 Conley Road here in Clayton County. Now, from what I can tell, sir, it looks like you may have been living there prior to this alleged incident, but as I've told everyone, I'd just like to remind you, please don't go back there unless and until your bond is modified or your case is closed. You can go back there if you make your bond with the deputy. You must do so, however, within 10 days of your release, and you're just going there to pick up items and you leave immediately, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir. Unless you have any questions, that's all I have, Mr. Dewberry.
You said the bond, how much?
Let me go back in. It is $2,500, sir.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. And give me your name.
Jadon Hawes.
All right, so Mr. Hawes, you are charged here with 1 count of misdemeanor terroristic threat, sir. That carries a bond amount of $2,500. Mr. Hawes, because you are charged with a misdemeanor, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right to that hearing. Would you like to have the hearing or waive it?
I would like to have you felony.
You said have it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And I hear that you are asking that we set, huh?
Am I not speaking loud enough? I'm sorry.
I can hear you. You guys are a little far away from the computer and I'm losing my hearing, I guess. Your next court date, sir, for that hearing, should you not make your bond, will be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 11th for your preliminary hearing. If you don't make bond, it'll be at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Now, Mr. Halls, I did look at the information that you provided to us this morning in regards to court-appointed counsel and whether you would qualify. Based on what I do have here this morning, sir, you do not qualify for court-appointed counsel. And so if you would like an attorney to assist you, you will have to hire your own. Do you understand that, Mr. Halls?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any questions of me, Mr. Halls?
No, Your Honor.
Then that's all I have for you, sir. Good luck to you. All right. Mr. Lazenby?
Oh, no.
No, what's your name? What's your
Mabry.
Mabry?
Mabry, yes, sir. Mabry.
Okay. Give me 1 second, Mr. Mabry. All right, so Mr. Mabry, you are charged here with 1 count of felony possession over an ounce of marijuana and 1 count of possession with the intent to distribute. The possession over an ounce of marijuana, sir, we've reviewed your criminal history. It shows that you are on probation at this time, so I am not permitted to give you a bond on that, so bond is denied. The possession with the intent to distribute, sir, has been dismissed. You are also charged with 1 count of loitering and prowling and 1 count of obstruction. The loitering and prowling, sir, carries a bond of $1,000. The obstruction carries a bond of $2,500. So again, possession over an ounce, bond has been denied. Possession with intent, it has been dismissed. The loitering and prowling, bond is $1,000. Obstruction, bond of $2,500. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. Could you repeat the total of all of those?
Okay, the possession over an ounce has been denied. Possession with intent, dismissed. Loitering and prowling, $1,000. Obstruction, $2,500.
Loitering.
Yep. And then, Mr. Mabry, I need to tell you also, sir, that you are not to possess any weapons of any kind. That is one of your bond restrictions while you are on bond. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. Already.
So, Mr. Mabry,
sir,
I have here that you are not working. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So based on that, sir, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. And so you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then lastly, because you were charged with felonies, you do have an automatic right to a preliminary hearing. If you don't make your bond that we just discussed, once you get bond, you get a bond on that on that first charge, your preliminary hearing date will be August 12th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Mr. Mabry, I do need to tell you one last thing. Because you're on a bond denied status, in addition to your preliminary hearing being on August 12th, your bond hearing date where they can go over that bond again with you will be August 14th of 2026, also at 8:30 a.m. and also via Zoom. So you got 2 court dates, August 12th for prelim, August 14th for your bond to be reconsidered, okay? And you'll have a lawyer there free of charge for you.
Thank you.
All right, any questions of any kind? I want to make sure that's all clear to you.
No, sir.
All right, sir, then good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, if you would please give me your name, sir.
Adam Lazenby.
All right, Mr. Lazenby, you actually have 2 cases here. The first one, you were charged with 1 count of theft by taking as a felony, 1 count of misdemeanor loitering and prowling, and 1 count of felony criminal damage in the 2nd degree, sir. The theft by taking as a felony carries a bond amount of $5,000. The loitering and prowling carries a bond amount of $1,000. And the criminal damage carries a bond amount of $3,500. So your total bond, sir, is $9,500. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, you do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from 5809 North Lake Drive, otherwise known as Clayton State University. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, lastly, let me ask you, Mr. Lazenby, Were you working at the time that this alleged incident occurred?
No, sir.
Okay, so based on that, sir, I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. So you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Lazenby, about that case that we just discussed?
No.
All right. Mr. Lazenby, you did have a second case here from what I could tell. Looks like you were charged with a theft by taking, entering auto, a second count of theft by taking, loitering and prowling, and criminal damage in the second degree. I am missing some paperwork here on that case. And so I was not able to review it and consider any bond on that. And so unfortunately, I'm going to have to continue, your case until tomorrow. You will have another judge on that second case that'll have an opportunity to review everything, hopefully, and discuss that case with you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Judge, what's his name again?
Lazenby, Lazenby.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, sir, if you would, please give me your name.
Kadarius Ali.
All right, and I believe you said Mr. Ali.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ali, you are charged here with one count of driving with a suspended license. That is a misdemeanor, sir. Your bond amount is $1,500. Based on the information you provided, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer, Mr. Ali, so you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you. The last question I have for you, sir, you were charged with a misdemeanor, so you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to that hearing. Would you like to have it or waive it?
I would like to have.
All right, sir, so I am showing that you would like us to set that preliminary hearing date for you. And so if you don't make your bond, your next court date is going to be August 11th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that's August 11th. That's going to be 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom for your preliminary hearing. Do you have any questions about anything, Mr. Ali? Is that a no?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you then, sir.
You there to call my dad and then straight out giant for you. No response.
All right, sir, if you would please give me your name.
Cameron Richardson.
Is that Cameron Richardson, correct? All right, so Mr. Richardson, you were charged with one count of misdemeanor obstruction and one count of drug-related objects in your possession, sir. Those are both misdemeanors. The obstruction carries a bond amount of $3,500. The drug-related objects carries a bond amount of $1,000 for a total bond of $4,500. Do you understand that, sir?
How much?
$4,500.
All right.
Now, based on the information you provided this morning, sir, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. So you'll have a lawyer to assist you. And so the last question I have for you, Mr. Richardson, regards to your preliminary hearing, would you like me to set that hearing date for you, or would you like to waive that right to the hearing?
Good.
Say that one more time.
You said it was.
All right, so I am showing that you're asking that we set that date for you. So if you don't make that bond, sir, that I gave you, the $4,500, your next court date is going to be August 11th. It's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 11th. That will be at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom for your preliminary hearing. All right, good luck to you, Mr. Richardson.
Richardson, come this way. Oh.
No, take it.
Is it Mr. Ross?
You already stuffed it in this page.
Okay.
All right, come on. I'm gonna take you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take you. Come on, you don't gotta rush that. Come
All
on.
right, so Mr. Ross, you are charged with one count of misdemeanor theft by shoplifting, sir. It carries a bond amount of $3,500. Mr. Ross, you do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from the address of 4209 Jonesboro Road. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, because of what you provided here this morning, sir, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. So you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case. Last thing for you, sir, because you were charged with a misdemeanor, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, sir, or you can waive your right to the hearing. Would you like to have the hearing or waive it? All right, so I'm showing that you're requesting that we set that hearing date for you. So the next court date will be August 11th. That'll be at 8:30 a.m. That will be via Zoom. Again, that'll be August 11th, 8:30 a.m. via Zoom should you not make your bond. Good luck to you, sir.
Grab 2 minutes, and then do it here, right? Grab 2 seconds.
All right, deputies, I believe that's all I'm doing. Is there anyone else that we're missing?
No, sir. No, Your Honor, that'll be everybody.
All right, Ms. Mary, do you have any questions about anything? Are you seeing anything I'm missing?
No, I don't. We're good.
All right, then, thank you, everyone.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.